I got two of my boys on the phone. We'll talk about leaving Pittsburgh and an overdose death last week and panhandling. But I got to get to my girl Lynn, who called in Amarado's office. Lynn, go ahead.
Hi.
Hi, darling.
Hi, sweetie. They have it on an answering machine. I actually even spoke to a person who tried to put me through, and there's no way. They won't put you in.
They won't.
It's like they put you through this system that makes you spell out the name, and you have to go through. Unless you have another number that I can try. I can try if you have something else.
Call the same number, but then ask for her extension, 1117.
Hold on one sec, sweetie. That's what they did. What is it? 412?
350-6500.
What I did, yeah.
Then ask for extension 1117.
1117. I'll try it again.
Yes, dear.
But
thank you.
I honestly don't believe they're going to let me through.
Go get him. Go get him, sister.
No worries. I can be evil.
I know. I love you for it. That's why we get along. Love that woman. Couple things I want to get to today with two of my boys that know downtown really well. And I want to talk about what's happening in the city. And it's bad. And it's got a lot of folks frustrated. And I wanted to bring in Nick first. Good morning, Nick. How are you?
Marty. Great. How are you?
Good, buddy. Let me grab Max. Max, you there?
Yes, sir.
So, Nick, a couple things have happened to you. The bikes were taken from your apartment complex, right?
Yeah, they got into what was a secure building, but they got in there and then they broke into the storage room where people had all their bicycles, and they took just about all of them out of there.
Heinz Lofts.
It's the one right next to it's the Heinz 950 building.
So very secure, very expensive, very high end. It doesn't matter, does it?
It doesn't matter, and that's even going downhill. Doesn't matter. And there was no recourse. They never recovered any of the bikes. And the building managers basically said, you can file a claim with your homeowner's insurance, or your renter's insurance, and that's about it.
That's it. And then what happened, Nick?
That's it.
To your car?
Nothing.
Then there was a break-in, right?
Well, by mistake, I did leave my car. I have to say, I normally lock it, and I thought I had it locked, but I forgot it one time. And they went through my car and took luckily I didn't have much in there, but they went through all my stuff. They took the change. They took some stuff out of there. I wish they didn't take.
Right.
But, yeah. And they're trying everyone's cars. They're going up and down the street trying everyone's cars. And luckily they didn't break my windows to get something out of it. So you can't leave anything in your car.
So you're a guy, by the way, Nick is such a cool guy. He's such an advocate. All he wants to do is make a difference. All he wants to do is help people. But, Nick, is it fair to say you've reached the end of it in terms of hanging in Pittsburgh?
I'm tired of it.
Right?
Yeah, I'm tired of it. Yeah. As hard as you work trying to get the trail cleaned up and try to help other people, there's no reciprocation on the other end. They don't want it. None.
Hey, Nick, you're out of here. Is that true?
I am.
You are?
I am.
You've given up?
Yep. I'm tired of it.
And that was your last straw?
That was it. It was good timing. I needed to get out of here, and I'm done with the city, and I'm done riding my bike up and down the bike trail and having to go around all the trash and watch it degrade.
Hey, Nick,
I don't want to go swimming or boating in that river anymore.
I want Max to hear this. So, Max, I get a text while you're on the air with me last week about a woman who overdosed and died last week along the trails. And we talked about this, the drug addiction, the alcohol abuse, the mental illness. Listen to this. So they found her dead on the sidewalk in front of, almost in front of CCAC on Ridge Avenue. You guys know where that is, right?
Yep.
Right? Listen to this. She refused help for a long time. Officers tried to keep her in jail for a burglary charge to get her help, but they refused and released her. Not surprising, is it, Max?
It's not. And it just speaks to the situation that is the case all over the country. We really need to change the laws to help people that don't know they need help, or they know they need it but refuse it because they'd rather continue their lifestyle, which is getting high, which is also a lot of these people live in tents. The reason they live in tents is because they don't want to adhere to the rules that shelters have. You can't be doing drugs in the shelters, so they'd rather stay out in their tents where they can continue to get high. That's just a fact. That's not even up for dispute.
No. And hey, Nick, you have sung this tune. This is depressing as hell. First of all, to think that this young lady is dead. Second, that she refused help. Third, that they finally got her in jail where they could get her help and they released her. It's a vicious circle, and isn't it part of why you're leaving, Nick?
It is. We try to get other people help. We tried to offer a ride in my truck to take people to rehab. Couldn't get it happen. Nobody wanted to do that. Nobody wanted it. It's amazing.
Unfortunately,
and
nobody wants to do the hard work.
No one.
Mm-hmm.
And hey, Max, you sent me a video. Thousands of these syringes. In other words, the problem just gets worse and worse, sir. Worse.
Yeah, and that's not one encampment. That's really the rule, not the exception, where these encampments have thousands of needles. And most people maybe don't know this, but the city and its partner, Prevention Point, gave out over 2 million syringes in 2023.
They did.
So, can we talk about panhandling for a second?
The aggressive panhandlers are scary as hell. Go.
So I got called into work for an emergency last week around midnight, and as I was coming in the front entrance, this gentleman stopped me, and I was like, okay, here we go. He's going to hit me up for money. He goes,
by the way, this is downtown. Go ahead.
Downtown.
Yep.
And he goes, I'm looking for a job. I'm homeless. And I'm like, okay, so this guy's, being honest with me here.
Right.
He didn't appear to be drunk or under the influence or anything.
Right.
And he proceeds to tell me he's a veteran and he's getting placed in the Aspinwall Center, which is kind of privy knowledge to veterans. So this guy's been around people and he knows stuff. Anyway, long story short, he hits me up for $5 and I say, look, I'm really sorry. I don't have any cash. And he goes, well, there's an ATM inside. Could you go in and hit the ATM up and give me some money? I'm like, dude, I'm sorry. I said, I'll tell you what, let me handle my business. I'll be out in 15 minutes and I will get you someplace to eat and we'll buy you something.
Right.
So I go inside, do my thing. I come out and the guy's gone. And then I asked my coworker, I'm like, what happened to the guy that I was talking to? He goes, oh, I heard your story and I gave him $5. Well, he got the money and he left. So I went over to Pizza Parma to find out if that's where he said he was going. And I said, did anybody come in here and buy any food? And they said, no, nobody's been in here in the last 20, 30 minutes.
Right.
So he just got the money and who knows what he's going to do with it. Long story short, I got his number. I called it. A woman answered the phone. And I said, I'm really sorry here. I said, I just talked to a homeless man, had a nice conversation with him, told me he was a veteran and I wanted to help him out and get him something to eat.
Right.
And I said, if you know this person, great, call me back. If not, I apologize. 8 o'clock in the morning, I get a text. Yes, I know Raymond. He's not a veteran. He's a con man. He's been in and out of jail with drugs, et cetera, et cetera. I've been trying to get him help for several years. So,
same
that's
same old.
Everybody's got a story, Marty. So my caution to people that feel kind-hearted and, it's Christmas and everyone's heartstrings are getting tugged on, just be real careful about the song and dance that you get from people on the street. Everybody's got a story and everybody is looking for money. Another woman, I was walking to my parking garage around 8:30 a couple weeks ago, and she hit me up and she said, do you have a couple of dollars I could get something to eat? I said, no. She goes, well, there's an ATM right there at the Dollar Bank. I said, I'm sorry, I don't have an ATM card. She goes, well, what about Cash App or Venmo?
Wow.
So, I mean, they're going to online. So clearly she's got a phone.
Damn.
So these people are, they're working the system and they're working people downtown.
All right. Before I let you both go, and Nick, it breaks my heart because I love you, man. I think you would leave the burg, but I get it. I got to ask you both before you go. Corey O'Connor is announcing tomorrow morning he's running for mayor. 2 questions. Nick first. Nick, can he make a difference and can he win, sir? Go ahead.
I think so. He's fighting the machine. That's part of the problem.
That's right.
You're fighting a big machine, and if he can break into it and stop the needle distribution and stop that and come up with something, we might make a change here.
Max,
we need a change.
Max, can he win and can he make a difference?
So I'd say because he's a Democrat, he's going to win.
Yep.
But I have no doubt that Mr. O'Connor is a good man and he would do his best for Pittsburgh.
Right.
However, I don't think electing another Democrat is going to be the solution for fixing problems that were created under Democratic leadership.
It's not a bad point, and it's something I'm hearing across social media. And I love you both. Max, you're the man. Nick, I miss you, brother. I hate to hear you go, but I get it completely, and it breaks my heart.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
All right, boys.
All right, take care.
Two of my favorite people, and they're always right.